And what is it that we're really doing?
We're going to break an unbreakable Nazi code and win the war.
Oh.
For a film editor, The Imitation Game is an unusual challenge. What's the right tone for a film that mixes suspense and tragedy with humor and the Allied victory in World War II? Hi, I'm Jenelle Riley. I'm here in the Variety Newsroom to talk to editor William Goldenberg about The Imitation Game. So how did you come to be involved in The Imitation Game, and what interested you about this project?
I met Morton Tildum, the director, at the BAFTAs 2 years ago. I read the script, and as soon as I read it, I was like, I'm in, because as you go through your career, you don't get to read scripts like that very often.
It got him to like you.
Yes.
Why?
Well, The Imitation Game is a thriller, and it's a war set thriller, but a lot of it does take place inside closed rooms with a bunch of mathematicians. How did you go about ratcheting up the tension in scenes where it's people talking and working on math problems?
It's all inherent in the situation. As an editor, I'm just trying to keep that in my mind, like that these people are in a hurry. They're constantly feeling the pressure of the fact that every time they fail, people die. Apparently, before I even read the script, there was very, very little of the war in it. And then when Morton became involved, he thought, you know, we need the threat of the war as a sort of ticking clock to keep the drama. So he added a bunch of some of the sequences. And then when we put the movie together, we realized we needed a little bit more of that. So we added some more CG sequences. And very smartly, Graham made the machine very much of a character, and I mean, even named him Christopher. So the machine already took on a life of its own. And even in the set design, all the red cabling is like very much like veins, and they tried to make, you know, it really feel like an organic, living thing. And during the course of the film, we were constantly talking about it, what direction the movie was going in style-wise and tone-wise. Because it was a unique tone. I mean, it's similar a little bit to Argo in that there's lighter moments intertwined with all the drama, you know, and having that balance be just right was a constant point of conversation.
This is starting to get a little bit repetitive.
What is?
I had asked if you wanted to come to lunch with us.
No, you didn't. You said you were going to get some lunch.
Well, the editing can have a big effect on the tone, and that's a big part of my job. It's such a subtle thing, a difficult thing to gauge sometimes.
There's a great scene that sort of opens the film where Alan Turing sort of goes on a job interview. It's very funny.
We again, you know, just tried to temper it in the right way. That, well, Alan is an odd guy, socially awkward, and all the humor from it comes out of his awkwardness. So we just thought of it as a great way to introduce his character and let people know who this guy is. And it's funny, but he's off-putting and charming and endearing. You know, and that's Benedict. He's able to do all those things at the same time.
The Americans, the Russians, the French, the Germans, everyone thinks Enigma is unbreakable.
Good. Let me try, and we'll know for sure, won't we?
Benedict, I thought, this is a guy, as an editor, I want to be a part of a movie that he's in. So that was a real big part of the reason I said yes.
Have you ever chosen a project based on the actor before?
No, this is the first time.
Well, yeah, good choice.
Yeah, he's amazing. I'm a huge fan. And talking about Benedict Cumberbatch and as a lead actor, and obviously Kira and the rest of the cast, I mean, they're spectacular. So much of that comes out of the casting and the directing, and I just get, you know, I get the great results of it and then get all the credit. So.